So my Mayday friend and I, Trump's number. Trump is 163464. That's 6 times 14 times 1946 times my number because I'm July 6, 1961. There's a 322 in the middle. It ends in 1968. 68 is reversing of 86. My Mayday friend turned 13463 days old, the first 5 numbers there, on March 11th last year. 33 days later, I turned that many days old on April 13th. 33 days after that was a total lunar eclipse. We knew we were on to something. The next progression of that lands on, the next 33 progression lands on February 4th. Well, if we just look at when that occurred, 311 to the Valentine's Day, it's a 340 days even, but it's, are you ready? 11 months, 3 days. 311 coded right there. March 11th, March 11th. The date can be written one way or another, depends on what country you're in. They can code it either way they want to. And so, but this is more of the Lord's synchronicity. And so we assume that the Lord can also work it one way or the other. If that's the program they're going by, it probably is. So that's very interesting. Now, again, my Mayday friend to Valentine's Day, the potential offing day is 13803 days old. That is 38 and 83 heavily coded. That is the address Earl was killed at. 3803. I can't remember the complete, I can't remember the street, but if I key in 3803, it's Avenue K. It'll pop right up. That was it right there. It's a double wide. You know, there's nobody living there, I don't think, anymore. But that's it. 3803 and the zip is 3388. I've told you all this stuff's connected to Trump. In the opening of the book of Revelation and my salvational path. So I think that's everything. Let's not forget that when Sirius the Dog Star rose to when Trump would potentially rise on 216 or February 16th, it is 188 days. Valentine's Day would literally be 186. 186. That is just so powerful. 9/11 on the hours begins with 187. It's 21 years, 5 months, 3 days. It's 7826. It would be 7828 on the days. Donnie Darko's is 125.53. Last time I drove by the place where Earl had passed away, there was a 53 car tag under the carport and a 55 car tag out front. I put that in the video. It was a very long time ago, but it's there. But those are heavily coded. Next marriage number 5 times 5 times 5 or 51, 52, 53, however you want to slice it. The Heidi game, 198.12. What about the game Doug Williams played in? November 20th, 1989. Wow. 121.39 for the offing day. So it'd be 121.41 for the rising day. That's perfect for deadly wound, isn't it? So if you go back to the 14th and you use both dates, there it is, 121.4. 121 Antichrist, 1-4 deadly wound, all fused together. That is the game that they were watching when Doug Williams was throwing the football. It wasn't even a 1988 game. It was a 1989 game. Wow. That's the exact date of that total solar 1214 1214 or December 14th, because it's got 121 and 214 coded. The 214th verse is the first time deadly wound is mentioned. So that is like, that's coming at us hard right there now. So there's that movie 88 Minutes with Al Pacino, of course, Devil's Advocate, 88 Trump. The length is 110 minutes, which I think is an hour and 50 minutes. Okay, yeah. But 110, the height of the Twin Towers. Look at the release dates. Israel, March 2nd, 2007. Why in Israel, March 2nd, 2007? Well, that's 322 for March 2nd, 007. 322-007. And then April 18th in Los Estados Unidos. So the premiere on 322-007, it's 5830 days on his rising day. It's 9/11 with the 19114 with the 191 months, 14 days. With the worldwide premiere, it's 14927, and 927 is Abomination of Desolation Bible verse. Of course, it's for the abomination. Can't get to the Abomination of Desolation unless you open up this book of Revelation with the deadly wound. That's when you know you're living in it in real time. Wave clouds were spotted. So Satan, the prince of the power of the air, we have no idea what they did with what they sprayed versus what the fallen angels would be doing. Do you not know that an angel of a whirlwind directs this storm or something like that? The angel, I don't know. I forget what Bush said. And remember I told you divine feminine is all, you will hear them say community and collaboration. This is a divine feminine website. This is written so small. If I may copy and paste. The divine feminine is the power found in creation, intuition, sensuality, community, and collaboration. Now you know what the committee is of 13 where they collaborate to pick your national championship. All you hear is the word community on TV. You turn on your local news, community, 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 community. That's all you hear. Community. And I heard them pop that collaboration up the other day. They always want to talk about community and collaboration. What else? Batman Begins. He would begin when he would rise. 6455. 212 months, 1 day. 64 fused with 50. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just, it's big. Personal realm. 7376 or 7376, 37 fused with Adam, Strong's Concordance on the offing day. Rising would be this. Oh, this is Lord of the Ring, the Two Towers release. That was a premiere. It's December 18th. Did I load them all in the grid? $20127, $24127, 7363. Yeah, it said premiere right there. Okay. Back to the Future, 13 fused with 37, fused with 74, which is the next progression of 37. 13740, rising 13742. 37 years, 7 months, 11 days. So you got 711 heavily coded. 187 in the seconds. The 1117 release of Casino Royale is 5933. So 33 is coded right there in the days. Piece of cake. Great conjunction if you include both dates. 786, 18864 in the hours. So you got the 88 fused with the 86, got an 18 for 6 plus 6 plus 6, with, of course, his 64. 25 months, 25 days, 2 years, 1 month, 25 days. But 786, and then he would rise on 788 from Great Conjunction. Include both dates because it's a great conjunction. Groundhog Day on the rising day is 1961. It's 10959 for the offing day. The Batman movie released on March 4th last year. Now, this is interesting. It's 347 days, which was the score of the Florida-Georgia game in 2021 season. And then the bowl season, it had Tech versus State, which was your two transfer portal teams. It's always Texans, Tech and State, and the Dr. Pepper commercials. And Tech played State in the bowl game for the 2021 season. And the score was also 34-7. Very peculiar scores. They both were Florida, Georgia that year of 2021. And whatever bowl game it was Texas Tech versus Mississippi State. And Mississippi State, it's even their colors that go into the transfer portal, wearing number 4, which is Mississippi State's Dak Prescott's number at Dallas. Was not his number at Mississippi State. He wore Tebow's number. And so there's that 34-7 that has been coded for us twice in the exact amount of days of when the event would take place. The Bart to the Future episode 8002, rising on 8004. I love every bit of that. That's a long story. The Alec Baldwin event on the rising day is 483. The Mechanic that was released on 1117 had a big old rifle and a scope on it. They do give you the murder code 18351 days. 18, 6 plus 6 plus 6 to the Valentine's offing day, potentially. So Serena's flag falling me put that date in there. It's August 4th, Obama's birthday. It's murder coded on the offing day, 3846. Be 3848 on the potential rising day. 2 years, 6 months, 8 days, 268, or to the reversing of the 86. When Trump said, I got a lot of enemies out there. That occurred on August 6th. 922 days, be 924 days. 2 years, 6 months, 8 days on the offing day. If you look at when Trump Tower opened on 11/3/2014, it is 8 years, 3 months, 11 days, and 99 months, 11 days. You got 9/9/11, 9/11 heavily coded, 83 heavily coded, with 3/11 or March 11th heavily coded. That is a big one, because we're up the Antichrist rising after 9/11. That is a gigantica. So the one I watched was called Donnie Darko Director's Cut. It had more stuff in it. 68, 83, 35. On rising day, 68, 83, 37. If you include both dates, it's 68, 838. So go up here to change it to the 16th, the rising day, include both dates. 68, the reversing of the 86, which is the murder, which is 83 and 38 coded. Look at the years and the months, 18, 8. So 188, 68, 83, 38, all of it's there. Donnie Darko Director's Cut release. Or it was a premiere in Seattle. Final X Across America 4/8/2024. I don't think we make it that far, but of course we could. But the X is there regardless, as a cipher. When you hit it to the offing day, it's a perfect 420 days. If you include both dates, which it's an eclipse, which those are bigger, 420 is perfect. That's April 20th. This year's a potential abomination of desolation if he's going down on Valentine's Day. On March 11th, they did the 88 Lights tribute. Well, 20 years, 11/3. Again, 3/11 or 11/3 coded heavily is what it is to the offing day, 76:45 in the days. Again, Adam. One thing we like to do is run them by both total lunars, which was on November 8th. It's 98 days. It'd be a perfect 100 days on the rising day. 98, of course, your 98th verse, crowning Bible verse. Go to the other total lunar on May 16th. Well, we know we're going to add 176 days to that, which would give you 274. I did it. Did that math in the head real quick. Y'all impressed with that? 274. Be 276 on the day he rises, which is what? That is Adam. In Strauss Concordance, 76. Perfect 9 months. Talk about birthing. 9 months. Birthing. Holy cow. Because remember, that was the eclipse. That was the third progression of the 33 of Trump and I's combined number. When May Day hit it on 3/11, then I hit it on March 13th, and then in 33 days after that, hit it on the total lunar. That kicked off, that third progression kicked off 9 months of when he would rise as Antichrist. A perfect 9 months, 5/16 to 2/16. They have birthed that baby, didn't they? That's what it's all about when you watch I Pet Goat, that birthing. Song American Pie to the date gives us the 188.94. That means the offing date is 188.92. Got the 88. 30 St. Mary Axe, the Bullet Building. 68 with an 86 in the middle on the rising day. When you're reversing the 86, you got 86. Literally, that is a little too perfect. Golly. 68 with the 86 in the middle, but the 68 is reversing of the 86. I told you in the language. 30 St. Mary Axe, the Bullet Building in the city of London, which is a city-state. Unbelievable. You know, the birth of Doug Williams. 67 coded on the rising days, but on the rising day, 24663. 66. And he's in that 66 progressions right now, 24663. You know what progression that is that his birthday's in? 666 progression. And he would officially be 2466 days old on that 19th. On the offing day, Daniel Craig will be 2 days old. Well played. 007 sits in between a pair of twos, bookends. 2007 year I married Candy. Wow. They really did that, didn't they? That's why he's 007. And a darn fine one. Loved all the movies. One of them was kind of a bummer. Quantum of Solace was a little flat. But the other four were extraordinary. 2007. 20072. That is just amazing. I turned that many days old on Juneteenth, 2016. June 19th, 2016. I had to be curious about that one. Parallax View that came out on Trump's birthday, 17779 on the rising day. On the offing day, 17777. Years, 48 years, 8 months, 488. There's a lot of ciphers on this thing. Aren't you glad I'm stopping though each time? It saves a lot of time. 688 with 187. 223. 20. On the rising day. This is Fahrenheit 9/11, y'all. Wow. 6810, reversing of 86, 18722. You got your 187 there. You got your 22322. 223 months, 22 days. Fahrenheit 9/11. Wow. Fahrenheit 11/9, not so much. It's got 169 coded on his rising day. (4426) 522. Yeah, I'm not wasting a lot of time on it. In the hours, 38616. If you include both dates, it's 168 on the offing day, which I guess that's something. 138 is the first 3 digits in the seconds. 38 is there in the first in the hours, 38,000 hours. 138 in the seconds, right at the beginning. And 148 in the minutes. Wow. That ought to do it. It took me forever to do it, but I stopped every single time after each one to save y'all time. Hey, it's 222, y'all, which is Eve coding. Genesis 2:22, the rib. We found some good stuff, I believe. All right, love y'all.